Absolutely, man. What's some great advice that you've gotten while working in some of these locker rooms that you've been in?
Man, so ironically, man, surprisingly, bro, the Mall Mania John, man. I got to talk to Austin Aries. That was a huge like, yo, like that's crazy. And he hit me with something old school, bro. Like I ain't never heard this before. So before my match, I'm like, hey man, I'm like, look, bro, you mind if you watch my match? Like, I'm second or whatever. And he goes, yeah. He's like, I'll watch to the lockup and I'll see if it's worth watching after that. Now I done locked up with a few people. Now, bro, got me second thinking. Like, let's practice our lockup real
Let's
quick.
do this lockup real quick. Hey!
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, bro, I've never heard nobody tell me that. And they like, yeah, that's a real old school thing that people say. Like, they'll lock up with you and then see whatever. Um, and he ended up watching my match, so obviously he enjoyed the lockup or whatever. But yeah, man, and like after, man, I was talking to Roosevelt. I came back there, I was upset, nah, this and that, blah blah blah. I don't hear nothing. But to me, bro, that's just my passion. You feel me? That's just like the leader in me, because I'm just like, come on, man, if we're gonna be on this, we all gotta be on this together. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, especially in like my backyard, they already think this John is fake, bro. So I'm like, we gotta be on this, John. You feel me? Like we all gotta be here. So I talked to Roosevelt. I went to the back, man, and I'm heated. Roosevelt's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, what you mean what's wrong? Like, I'm like, this and that. I ain't hear nothing. I'm like, I couldn't hear no bell. I couldn't hear this and blah blah blah. And Roosevelt's like, all right, calm down. He's like, listen. He's like, because I remember I came to the back. Excuse my language. I came to the back. I kept telling him, I was like, bro, I fucked up. That's all I kept saying. I was like, man, I fucked up. I fucked up. He's like, what's wrong with you, bro? And I'm like, man, I couldn't hear nothing out there. I'm like, I ain't hear no bell. I ain't see no time. I ain't see nothing. And then Roosevelt was like, he was like, so then how did you mess up? And I was like, I don't know, bro. I'm like, because like, this and that, He was like, well then that's not on you. That's on us. We'll fix it. You feel me? But like, just the competitor in me, man. I'm like, man, nah, this is my spot, bro. I'm like, I want to make sure not only me, but like I love selling. So I'm like, I want to make sure it makes sense because I want Maverick to look good too. Whoever I'm wrestling, you feel me? And man, I'm on the ground, bro. I cried like somebody, like somebody, killed somebody I love, bro. Like I was on the ground crying, bro, like real bad. And Roosevelt, man, he stepped up to me, bro, and he was like, man, look, like you got this, okay? You good, like don't worry. But at the time, I couldn't see that. I just kept thinking about everything. So, man, to my surprise, Austin Aries walks up, and he's like, hey, buddy, what's up? What's going on? He's like, well, why are you crying, man? I'm like, man, like I told you, I'm like, man, I fucked up, bro. Cause like Tommy Dreamer was there. So I'm like, man, I ain't got no chance. Like, it's over. So he like, what's going on? He like, well, did you hurt your opponent? I'm like, no, sir. He like, well, are you hurt? I'm like, no, sir. He like, so you did your job. And I'm like, nah, man, but you don't get it, da. So man, he actually got on his knee and talked to me, bro. And he was like, listen, he was like, I watched your match, didn't have anything bad to say about it. He gave me a few pointers about my character. He was like, I'd rather you establish yourself first before you became a goofy heel. Cause I did a spot with Yo-Yo where I had the belt and she held it and I took a bump for her or whatever before the bell rung. But he was like, man, I'd rather you establish yourself before you do that. He's like, man, outside of that, man, he's like, I didn't see anything that was like, this kid needs to work on this or needs to work on that. You feel me? So I took that as a compliment. And then he was like, he said that he was like, listen, I'd rather you think you messed up here in front of, 200, 300, 400 people then when you get to Mania and mess up and you don't know how to go about it because you've never messed up before. And then he was like, and then you're telling me it was the production, so you didn't even really mess up. So he was like, why are you upset about it, man? He was like, I understand you're passionate, that's gonna take you far. He was like, man, but when you get to that next level, man, he was like, man, you're not gonna have time to sit this moment and soak it in. He's like, because you're gonna do your match at whatever live event or if on TV, and then guess what? You gotta go to your locker room, take your boots off, and head to the next town. He was like, that's just the reality of things. You know what I'm saying? And he really took that time to speak to me. So I'll forever be thankful for him. You know what I'm saying? I know he had his stories or whatever, but that was my first interaction with bro. You know what I'm saying? And then